Educate those who dare to achieve. Those eager to control their future before it controls them. Those who can follow a path so they can eventually make their own. Those ready to join in order to stand out. Welcome to MMA, Forging Tomorrow's Leaders.
"100 years ago, in the heart of the Rio Grande Valley, a spark was born. From the first dreamers who stepped onto these grounds, Texas Southmost College has stood as a promise that determination can overcome any challenge. Join us as we honor our past, celebrate our present, and ignite the future together. Texas Southmost College, 100 years strong, and the next 100 begin with you."
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
I fell on a loose towel at the grocery store, and now they're saying it's my fault. Do you think you could help?
Of course I can help. You should be focused on feeling better.
Oh, thank you, Law Champ. Hey, do you think I can get a selfie?
Of course.
This is the island where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's auto you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's auto body repair program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
No importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres, Texas Almus College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades, TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru. We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate. Call us now.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
Ball Stadium for high school varsity baseball. Pitch from Palacios. And he's low. Skips in there for a ball, and the count goes 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nate Gonzalez. Gonzalez, the starting pitcher for the Cardinals. Wears the number 13. Pretty much the same lineup they had last Thursday when they played host to Los Fresnos. And that one's going to go outside. And that'll fill the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Gonzalez. Palacios. Pitch. And it's fouled up against the backstop. So that'll keep the count at full. If you've just joined us, we are in Brownsville, Texas. Brownsville Chargers from Veterans High School playing host to the Cardinals of Harlingen. Just underway here in the first inning. Nate Gonzalez at the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. And Palacio doesn't like what he sees for a signal, so he holds off. Pitcher from the windup. Pitch. And ball 4 is called. So the Cardinals have a base runner at first base. I apologize. We're trying to get some technical issues going on here. That'll bring up the batter, Isaiah Gaitan, the shortstop. Where's the number 2, batting from the right side of the plate. Palacios from the stretch. Delivers the pitch, runner going. And this one's going to go foul. So that'll send the runner back to first. Oh, and 1 the count to Isaiah Gaitan, the shortstop for the Cardinals, in the number 2 slot. Wearing the number 2. Palacios from the stretch. Checking the runner. And a quick throw over, and the runner back safely. Gonzalez led off with a walk. He's at first. Gaitan waits from the pitch. Throw from the catcher, second, and the ball's dropped. So Gonzalez will go to first base to second as the throw was not in time. Count stays at 0-1, now goes to 1-1. Pitch, bunt, and it's fielded by the second baseman and opts to go to first base. So there's 1 out. So the courtesy runner will take over for Gonzalez. Rule in high school baseball where they can have a runner to prepare the catcher and the pitcher. That'll bring up number 12, Marcos Snavely, the catcher, batting in the 3 spot today. Base runners at third base. Courtesy runner. Jeremiah Guzman, the pinch runner for the Cardinals. 1-0 count. Pitch. And a called strike by the Blue. So the count goes 1-1 to Snavely. Runner taking a few steps off from third. Pitch. And a shot to the shortstop. Checks the runner and throws to first. There's 2 outs. So the Cardinals have a runner at third. That'll bring up the cleanup batter, Jaden Rodriguez, playing first base today. He wears the number 20. Rodriguez sets in from the right side. Pitch from Palacios is low. It was 1-0. 1 ball to the number 4 hitter, Rodriguez. Palacios from the stretch. Checks the runner at third. Now comes home. And a swing and a miss. So 1-1 the count. The runner at third is the result of Nate Gonzalez's walk, who was pinch run for the courtesy runner, Guzman, who's at third base. Pitch. And a shot towards shortstop. Should be handled and does. And that'll retire the side, so no runs, no hits. Back with more in just a moment.
Our present and ignite the future together. Texas Southmost College, 100 years strong. And the next 100 begin with you.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
Back here in Brownsville, we are moving into the bottom of the first inning as the Brownsville veteran Chargers are playing host to the Harlingen Cardinals. Veteran Chargers wearing their white pants and navy jersey with the red lettering, while the visiting Cardinals are wearing their all-gray uniform with the red outline of Cardinals and their number. Brings up the leadoff batter, A.J. Rocha, the shortstop. He'll step into the right side of the plate. Rocha wears the number 6 and plays the number 6 position, the shortstop. His first pitch from Gonzalez is a little high. Count goes 1-0. Pop goes out of foul. So they even up to count at 1. Count goes 2 balls and a strike. Rocha, and ball goes outside. 2-2 the count. Check that, 3-1's the count. Nate Gonzalez on the hill for the visiting Cardinals. Bert. And a shot towards the center field is caught. And there's one out. I can't get the screen to go down to change the inning to the bottom of the first. Jimmer had control, but I don't know what. So that'll bring up the left fielder, Sebastian Vela. Where's the number 14? He'll bat from the left side. Vela. And a called strike. Where's it at? On that side? Gotcha. Okay. Having a little tutelage here on the air. Getting some help. There's a shot towards the center fielder and makes the catch. So there's 2 outs. That'll bring up Alfonso Bueno, the right fielder. Where's the number 8 for the Chargers? He'll also bat from the left side. Chargers with a couple of lefties in the early part of the order. Bueno's playing right field today. And pitch is high. Count goes 1-0. And a called strike. Evens it at 1. To 1 ball and 1 strike. So did you get it to the bottom of the first? Because we're still showing top of the first. Count goes 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. To Bueno. And there's a shot, which should have been handled by the second baseman and gets through. And Bueno will be on with an error. So to bring up Francisco Jimenez. Jimenez playing third base today. Where's the number 10 for the Chargers? Chargers with a base runner at first on the air by the second baseman for the Cardinals. Andy Garza couldn't come up with it. And Bueno was able to reach first base. Jimenez bats from the right side. Where's the number 10? Runner goes. And is thrown out. And that's 3 outs. So at the end of 1, no score. Back with more in just a moment.
I fell on a loose towel at the grocery store, and now they're saying it's my fault. Do you think you could help?
Of course I can help. You should be focused on feeling better.
Oh, thank you, Law Champ. Hey, do you think I can get a selfie?
Of course.
This is the island where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
No importa en cuál.
Back here in Brownsville, we move into the top of the second. No score here. Number 5 for the Cardinals steps in. That's Adam Ibarra playing left field. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss. And it's strike 1. And the count goes 0-2. And a shot by is going to make it out. And the base runner is out. Brings up the batter number 4, Andy Garza, with a chop foul. Bert. Got an issue. So the count to Garza's 0-2. The bug went away and then it ended up over here. So somehow we've got 3 runs on there and it should be 0-0. Having some technical difficulties, we'll get those ironed out for you. So the Cardinals pick up the base runner, but is called out. So there are 2 outs. Brings up number 24. That's Caleb Rangel. He's playing first base for the Cardinals today. Count goes 0-1. Rangel waits for the pitch from Palacios. Skips in from the dirt. 1-1 to count. One ball, 1 strike. To Caleb Rangel. Palacios from the stretch. And called strike. And the count goes 2-2. I believe it's 2-2, although the umpire, yeah, he is showing 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rangel. And this one goes high. Count goes even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Rangel. Rangel. Check swing. And they're saying, nope, he didn't go around. So that'll fill the count up at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Rangel. 2 outs. We're in the top of the second inning. Rangel. And Rangel is aboard with the walk. So Rangel will go to first base after the walk. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Julian Cardinals. And he'll bat from the right side. Cardinals wears the number 6 for the Cardinals. One out of the count. Pitch to Cardinals. And foul tip. Count goes 1-1. Cardinals with the base runner after the walk. No score here. Top of the second. Cardinals, the visitors to the Brownsville Chargers for tonight's contest. Pitch. And hit him. And they're going to say, take his base. He was hit by pitch. So that'll move runners at first and second on the dead ball as he was hit by the pitch. So that'll bring up number 1, Ty Palmer. Where's the number 7 for the Cardinals? Runners at first and second for the Cardinals. Palmer swings. This one's getting up, and it should be handled by the center fielder, and it is. So, at the end of 1.5, still no score. We're at Brownsville. Chargers coming to bat. Back with more in just a moment.
Texas Almus College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades. TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru. We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
As we move to the bottom of the second, Chargers come to the plate. Brings up number 10, Francisco Jimenez. He's playing third base today. Looks at a ball. Count goes 1-0. Count goes 3-0 to Jimenez. And there's a shot. Should be handled by the third baseman. He's tracking it and does. There's one away. Here in the bottom of the second. So one away here for the Chargers. That'll bring up Benji Avalos. Playing center field. Where's the number 22 for the Chargers? And it's going to be fouled out of play. Catcher will make an attempt, but it's out of play. So the count goes 0-1. Benji Avalos steps in from the right side. 0-1 the count with 1 out. Pitch. It skips in there for a ball. Count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Benji Avalos. Center fielder for the Chargers. Waits for the pitch from Gonzalez. Swing. And this one's also going to get out of play. And that'll keep the count at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Scoreboard. Score bug closed. I text him. Pitch. And the catcher wants to talk about it. Trying to make sure that everything's all squared away. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Bottom of the second. And a ball. So the count goes 2 balls and a strike. And skips in there. And the count goes full. Shot off the pitcher's leg, and he'll reach. So Avalos will reach after a line shot off the pitcher's leg. No worry from the coaches or the trainers. The umpire is going to come and check with him to make sure he's all right. And pitcher motions that he's okay. One out here. Bottom of the second. Brings to the plate Diego Martinez, who bats in from the right side. Martinez playing first base today. Bats from the right side, getting some last-minute instructions from his coach at third. Coach Vera and Coach Medrano are the coaches for the Chargers, while Rangel, Fonseca, and Olivo are the head coaches for the Cardinals. 2-0 the count to Diego Martinez. And the Pinder goes inside. Count goes 3-0. Three and 0 the count, 1 out to Martinez. And Martinez is awarded the walk. So the Chargers have runners at first and second. That'll bring up the DH, Lalo Alcantar. Where's the number 5? And the Chargers coaching staff wants to have a little chat before he steps into the box. 1 out, bottom of the second, the threat of rain all around us. Alcantar bats from the left side of the plate. Having a little chat with the first baseman, and they're going to have him pull in. Suspecting bunt. Gonzalez from the stretch. Pitch. And a called strike. 0-1 the count to Alcantar. Pitch. And another called strike. And Alcantar is in the hole, 0-2. Alcantar from the left side. The 0-2 count, 1 out. And he pops this one up, and it looks like it's going to go out of play. Heading our way. So the count stays 0-2. Chargers with base runners at first and second. The pitch from Gonzalez from the stretch. And this one's fouled off as well, and that'll keep the count at 0-2. Alcantar listed as the DH for the Chargers today. Where's the number 5? He's batting for the catcher, Jake Sines. Alcantar behind in the count, 0-2. There's 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second. The pitch, and there's a shot for a base hit. And the windmill is going for the Chargers as the ball gets away, and we may see a play at the plate, and he's going to hold him at third. So the Chargers put 2 on the board, and it's now 2-0. Brings up number 13, Sergio Ramirez, the second baseman. He pokes one foul. Count goes 0-1. So Alcantara did his job. 2 RBIs for the DH, with Sergio Ramirez batting from the right side. Count goes 1-1. Little poke towards the first baseman. He checks the runner, goes to first, play at the plate, and they're going to say he got underneath as he dropped the ball. So the Chargers add another one to their tally. And now it's a 3-0 ball game. Rudy, how do I get the runs on this? I can't get this thing to scroll down. Okay. Okay, thank you. Brings up the batter number 15. The 9-hole here, Alberto Palacios, the pitcher, bats in the 9-hole. Pitch from Gonzalez. And the ball hit him. And they'll bring back the top of the order. A.J. Rocha, the shortstop. Step in for the right side. Pitch. A little low, says the blue. There's a little flare down the third base. Should be handled, and is. And now they're going to say he's safe, that he dropped the ball. So now the Chargers have runners at the corners with just one out. That's going to bring up Sebastian Vela. Chargers with runners at the corners. Pitch. Throw to second is a little high, but is tracked by the so now they have runners at second and third. Sebastian Vela, the lefty. And the count goes 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes to Vela, the left fielder for the Chargers. Chargers lead this one right now 3-0 and have runners in scoring position at second and third. A quick shot down the first baseman catches the coach upside the leg, but he says he's all right. So the count goes 2-1. With 2 outs. Vela, the pitch from Pala. Little short grounder, and should be an easy play, and it is. So the 1-3 is completed, and that gets the Cardinals out of the inning, but not before. The Chargers score 3. At the end of 2, it's the Chargers 3, the Cardinals 0. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
It means a lot to me. TSC has changed me to make me realize that I can accomplish things. Just don't give up. I've come a long way from where I was to what I am now, and there's no limit to where I'm going.
Turn your passion into a powerful career at Texas Southmost College. Our automotive technology program will train you in everything from maintenance to full vehicle systems repair. Earn a certificate or associate degree and get certified to work as a C maintenance or B-level technician. You'll be guided by seasoned instructors who have decades of real-world automotive experience, helping you get ready to roll into the industry. So take the wheel and apply today at tsc.edu.
Back here in Brownsville, the wind's picking up a little bit, and the dark clouds are starting to hang over us. We don't know if we'll get this one in or not, but right now it's the Chargers of Brownsville. They lead this one 3-0 over the visiting Cardinals as we move into the top of the third. Brings up the leadoff hitter and the pitcher for the Cardinals, Nate Gonzalez, as he's at a count at 1-1. Hear the chant from the players, which is common in high school baseball. Some coaches allow it, some do not. 2-1 to count to Gonzalez, the pitcher for the Cardinals. It's one foul, moves the count to 2-2. Count goes even at 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Nate Gonzalez, and now goes 3-2. 3-2 the count. Easy play for the third baseman, makes the play, and that's 2 outs. So, 1 out for the visiting Cardinals. Brings up Isaiah Gaitan, the shortstop. Where's the number 2 for the Cardinals? They trail 3-0 as we're in the top of the 3rd. We apologize for the technical difficulties with the scorebook. Count goes 1-0. And a check swing. And they say he's safe. So the count goes 2-0 to number 2, Isaiah Gaitan, the shortstop. 1 away here in the top of the 3rd. Gaitan, the pitch. And it's low. And called strike. Count goes 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Gaitan, the shortstop for the Cardinals. And a little chopper goes to the pitcher. Should be an easy play. It is. And there's 2 outs. So that'll bring up Marco Snavely, the catcher for the Cardinals. Where's the number 12? 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. Cardinals trail this one 3-0 to the home team, Brownsville Chargers. There's a shot. Base hit. So Snavely is aboard with a single. And a courtesy runner, as Snavely is doing the catching duties today, so he'll have a courtesy runner at first base. We apologize for not being able to get you his number, but it's probably going to be Jeremiah Guzman, who was the pinch runner last time as the courtesy runner. Brings up Jaden Rodriguez, who pops one up, should be handled by the second baseman. He's trailing it and has the out. And now a retired side, so the Cardinals leave 1 on. We move to the bottom half of the 3rd. We'll be back with more in just a minute. You're watching Real Sports Live, coverage of high school varsity baseball. Back with more in a moment.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
At Tortilleria Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
No matter where you are in life,
Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward.
Back here in Brownsville, we apologize for the score bug. We're having some technical issues with that. Pitch is high. Alfonso Bueno at the plate. That's from the left-handed side. Bueno. There's a shot, and it's going to be popped up out of play. So the count goes 1-1. Three to nothing our score. The Brownsville Chargers lead this one. We're in the bottom of the third. And the ball's a little low. Count goes 2-1. And it's 3-1. Wind got a hold of the lineup, so we had to chase it down. And meanwhile, Bueno is aboard. I'll bring up Francisco Jimenez. Jimenez will bat from the right side. Want to know the count? Two 2-0, the count. Ball's outside, 3-0. And a strike call. So it goes 3-1 to Jimenez. Runner at first goes, and it's moved because the batter Jimenez draws the walk. Bottom of the third, 3-0 our score. And a pop out of play. To Benji Avalos. Avalos, center fielder today, bats in from the right side. Chargers have runners at first and second. Bunt is the call, and they make the play at third. So a great play there by the pitcher to get the runner at third. And now there's two outs. Check that one out. Brings up number 21, Diego Martinez. Playing first base today, swing and a miss. Then the count goes 0-1. You know, when you think about high school baseball, a lot of these players get their start in Little League when they're 5, 6, 7 years old with T-ball, and then some have coach pitch, and then they develop their skills as they get older and become a very good prospect for high school baseball teams. 0-2 the count, and the count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Martinez. And the ball goes outside, so that even it up at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second for the Chargers. They've got 1 out, so the runners will be cautious here. And the ball skips in there. Fills it up at 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Diego Martinez. First baseman for the Chargers. The right-handers. And fouled off. Gonzalez tried to hook him with a bender. And keeps the count at 3-2 with 1 out. Chargers with the runners at first and second after the pitcher made a heads-up play to get the force out at third on the bunt. Time is called. The other thing that you don't worry about in high school baseball, as of yet, there is no pitch clock. So the pitchers have as much time as they need. And there's a pop-up, should maybe be caught. And runs out of room. So the count still is 3-2 to Martinez, as Gonzalez and the first baseman both made great attempts, but came up just a little short as they ran out of room. 3-2, 1 out, bottom of the third. Chargers lead this one 3-0. Martinez steps back in, awaits the pitch from Gonzalez. Gonzalez from the stretch. Pitch. And it's popped up out of play. So that'll keep the count at full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Diego Martinez, first baseman for the Chargers. Bottom of the third, Brownsville leads this one 3-0 over the Cardinals of Harlingen. And another one popped out of play. And as what happens a lot of times in high school sports, they've got to have extra baseballs ready for the blue, as those have to be chased down. They go out of play. Martinez, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. And it's a line shot. And they're going to say it's foul. Martinez thought he had a base hit, but that one just went foul. So that'll keep our count at 3-2 with 1 out. Martinez. And there's a shot. This one is going to be down for a base hit. That'll score 1. And they're sending 1 to third, and they may hold him at third, and they do. But So the Chargers add another one to their tally. And it's now a 4-0 ball game. So they'll bring up number 5, Lalo Alcantar, the designated hitter, who gets another line shot. That will be caught. But the sacrifice fly is good. And it's now a 5-0 ball game. With 2 outs. Brings up Sergio Ramirez, the second baseman for the Chargers. That's in from the right side. Chargers with a runner at second, but were able to score on the sacrifice by Alcantara. 5-0 our score. We're in the bottom of the third. Getting a little chilly here in Brownsville as that rainstorm is all around us. And the winds are picking up as well. One to count. Coach giving some instructions to his bench to make sure they chase down the foul balls. And the count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Ramirez. Ramirez. And pops it up and is out. So that'll retire the side, but not before the Chargers tack on some more runs. It's now a 5-0 ball game. Back with more. In just a bit, you're watching Real Sports Live coverage of high school varsity baseball. Back with more in just a bit.
Changing careers or gaining new skills. TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to play professional soccer.
I want to play at Carnegie Hall.
At Brownsville ISD, dreams take shape with nationally recognized academic programs, championship athletics, and distinguished fine arts. Success isn't just a goal, it's out.
Back here in Brownsville, the Brownsville Chargers lead this one 5-0 as we move to the top of the fourth. Top of the fourth inning for the Cardinals. Brings up number 5, Adam Ibarra, the left fielder for the Cardinals. And he sends this one out of play down the left field line. So the count goes 0-1. One to Ibarra. Pitch, from Palacios. And there's a shot to the center fielder, and he makes the catch. There's one out. Top of the fourth brings up number 4, Andy Garza. And he swings and a miss. Finds himself in the count 0-1. And a shot to the second baseman will be a first hit of the inning for the Cardinals, as if they find themselves with a base runner on the single by about it. Check that Garza. It's going to bring up Caleb Rangel. Rangel playing first base. One of the players may have pulled something as have it injured, so we'll be back with more in just a bit.
For your child's journey is Brownsville ISD.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
I'll do anything for my clients.
Would you pick up our kids from school?
Yeah, I could do that.
Hurt in a car crash? Call the Law Champ.
Time to take a new look, maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordables for you, Buick's your brand. For your Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
At Brownsville ISD, every journey starts with a strong foundation.
Our academic programs inspire curiosity and critical thinking.
In athletics, students unleash their potential while diving into school spirit.
Creativity shines throughout our various fine arts programs.
Our career and technical education provides students with essential skills for the workforce.
With dual enrollment courses, students can earn college credits while still in high school.
Brownsville ISD.
One team.
One dream.
Back here in Brownsville, injury timeout. Check the runner out. He's all right. And brings Caleb. Check that. Yeah, Caleb Ranhill, the first baseman for the Cardinals, to the plate. He shows bunt. As the Cardinals are trying to make something happen here, and the throw gets away, and the runner goes to second. So an errant throw sends the base runner to second base. Ranhill at the plate. Right-handed batter. Palacios on the mound from the stretch. Runner at second with one out. The pitch. And it goes in as a ball. So the count goes 1-0 to Ranhill. Top of the fourth. Cardinals have a runner in scoring position. They trail this one 5-0. Ranhill again shows bunt. Palacios checks the runner. The pitch and a shot. Checked by the third baseman, makes the play at first, but does his job by getting the runner over to third. And now the Chargers have 2 outs. Brings up Julian Cardenas, the DH for the Cardinals. Steps in from the right side. Pitch is low. Goes in for a ball. Cardenas, the DH for the Cardinals. And the ball is low to go to 2-0. Palacios has a runner at third base after the sacrifice by Ranhill moved him. And now is in scoring position at third base. The pitch from Palacios. The delivery is low. One of the things you look at baseball and you try to teach young hitters is patience at the plate. You trail by 5 runs. You have a 3-0 count. A lot of times a stop sign will be put up for the young hitters. And a called strike. So the count goes 3-1. Palacios from the windup. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. So the DH Cardenas now finds himself at a 3-2 count. The pitch from Palacios. Swing and a miss, and Cardenas goes down on strikes to retire the side. So the Cardinals get a threat, but can't get anything with it. We move to the bottom of the fourth. Back with more. You're watching Real Sports Live. We'll be back in just a moment.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate. Call us now.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
This is the island where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Back here in Brownsville, we move to the top. Let's check to top of the order is what I was trying to say, but didn't we have a hit pitch by Alberto Palacios, the pitcher? So he'll be awarded first base. So that'll move us back to the top of the order. And a courtesy runner will come in for Palacios. Coach is going to check with him to make sure he's all right. And he says, yeah, got him on the left arm, but he's all right. So it'll bring up A.J. Rocha, the shortstop. Also wears the number 6. As the Chargers have a runner at first and are looking to increase the tally on the scoreboard. Pitch from Gonzalez is a called strike, and the count goes 0-1. And throw over to first, runner back in time. We'll remind you again about the Real Sports Live Basketball Showcase. First game tips off at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Yours truly will be over there to assist and help you. We invite you to listen to the master, Mr. Joe Bolin, who will be nursing a bad foot. Bless his heart, he's handling some injury, but he says he will be there tomorrow. So catch all the action on the Real Sports Live Network. 0-2 the count. And swing and a miss. And Rocha goes down on strikes. So quickly there's one out. And there's a shot to the shortstop. Makes the fielder's choice play at second, but they can't convert the double play. So the Cardinals convert half of the double play, but couldn't convert the other half as the runner moved in to first base. And a shot is going to be a base hit for the Chargers. So now the Chargers have runners at first and second. Brings up the third baseman, Jimenez. Bats from the right side. Pitch is outside for a ball. Chargers have 2 outs but have runners in scoring position. The pitch, and it's fouled out of play. Count goes 1-1. to Jimenez. Third baseman for the Chargers. Gonzalez gets his signal. Pitch and a swing and a quick throw down the third. Ball gets away, and the Chargers will have another run. And now it's a 6-0 ball game. Jimenez. Ball skips in. Count goes 2-2. Two balls, two strikes to Jimenez. Two outs here. We're in the bottom of the fourth, and a swing and a miss. So the Chargers grab one. They add another one to the tally. It is now a 6-0 ball game as we move into the top of the fifth.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
No importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres, Texas Almost College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera.
Back here in Brownsville, dark clouds moving in all around us, but so far we managed to escape the rain. Ty Palmer steps in, bats from the right side as we move to the top of the fifth. First pitch is a ball. Ty Palmer, the center fielder for the Cardinals. Pitch. Oh, short roller down third baseline, goes foul. I'm going to count it 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, I could. I was planning on it. I think it's 8th. Let me check where it's at exactly. Okay, let me check.
Pitch from Palacios. A little high. The count will go 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Palmer. And that's going to get in for a base hit as the Cardinals have a base runner on the single by Palmer. Ty Palmer with a base hit. That'll take us back to the top of the order. Brings up the pitcher, Nate Gonzalez. Six to nothing our score. Chargers lead this one as they picked up another run in the fifth. Gonzalez looks at a ball, and it counts 1-0. Gonzalez, the hurler for the Cardinals tonight. Bats in the leadoff spot as they're at the top of the order. And a quick throw over to first, runner back. Pitch is low in the dirt, and the runner moves to second. So the count goes 2-0. To Gonzalez. Called strike. Count is now 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Gonzalez. Palacios gets a signal from the stretch. Pitch is low. Scooped out by the catcher for the Chargers. Jake Signs dug it out. Count goes 3-1. Pitch and foul tip out of play. And the count goes full on Gonzalez. No outs. We're in the top of the 5th. Cardinals trail this one by the score of 6-0. Chargers working on some pitchers, have 2 in the bullpen. And a little check swing's going to float over to the right fielder who makes the catch. And there's 1 out. Brings up Isaiah Gaitan, the shortstop. Count goes 0-1. Having some problems with our score bug tonight. Gaitan, 0-2 count. And a called punch out as he'll be caught looking. So there's 1 out for the Cardinals. Brings up Snavely, the catcher. And a shot to the shortstop, who bobbles it and can't make a play. So the end of the shortstop will allow the Cardinals to have runners at first and third. Pitcher wants to check the situation out. Brings up Jaden Rodriguez, the first baseman. Count goes 1-0. From the stretch, throw over to first is a fake throw. Runner back. So the Cardinals have runners at first and third with one out. Check that, 2 outs. Jaden Rodriguez, the batter. The pitch from Palacios. One and one to count. Palacios' pitch is a little to the center fielder. Should have an easy catch and does to retire to side. So at the end of 4.5, our score: the Chargers from Brownsville 6, the Cardinals of Harlingen 0. Back with more. You're watching Real Sports Live Network, coverage of high school varsity baseball. Back with more in a moment.
TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
Hey champ, my dad got hurt in a car crash and our insurance company isn't helping us at all.
Give this to your dad. Have him give me a call.
Thanks, champ. Hey, I've been working on my jabs.
Let's see what you got.
Hurt in a car crash? Call the Law Champ.
At Tortilleria Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
I want to be a doctor.
Welcome back to Brownsville, Texas, where we are watching high school baseball. The Harlingen Cardinals traveling to Brownsville Veterans High School to play the Chargers, and they currently trail them 6-0 as we move into the bottom of the 5th. Chargers will bring up Benji Avalos, the center fielder for the Chargers. He'll bat from the right side. Pitch. And a swing and a miss. So Avalos finds himself in a hole, 0-1. As we sit in the bottom half of the 5th. Chargers in charge of this one. 6-0. Pops this one up. Should be a play for the third baseman. And it's dropped. We're waiting for the ruling on the umpire, but I believe they're going to count it as a foul ball. And they do. So Avalos will head back to the batter's box with the 0-2 count. Error by the third baseman. Gonzalez from the windup, the pitch, and a swing and a miss. And Avalos is down. And there's one out. That'll bring Diego Martinez, the first baseman, to the plate. One out here in the bottom of the 5th. Chargers of Brownsville veterans lead this one 6-0. Swing and a miss. Count goes 0-1. And the ball gets away from the catcher, but no damage because no base runners. So the count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Diego Martinez. A little chop foul. Count goes 1-2. Martinez steps back into the box. Gonzalez the pitch. And a little chop. Short. Play should be fielded by the first baseman, and it is. So Martinez flies out to the third baseman. That'll bring up the DH, Lalo Alcantar, who's been a pretty good weapon for the Chargers tonight. So there's 2 outs. Pitch is high. And the count goes 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. To Lalo Alcantar, the designated hitter. Gonzalez, the pitch. And a pop-up. Should be caught by the third baseman as he chases it down and drops it. So the count goes 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Alcantar. Gonzalez still on the mound for the Cardinals. Right-hander from the Yep. The pitch. Ball goes inside. Three balls and a strike to Alcantar. And he sends one deep, going, and it's going to drop to the first base. So that one goes all the way to the wall by Alcantara and ends up at second base. So Alcantara with a stand-up double. And now they're going to award him with a little chat with his coach to make sure everything's on the right track. That'll bring up Sergio Ramirez, the second baseman for the Chargers. Chargers sitting in a courtesy runner. Brings up number 13, Sergio Ramirez, the second baseman for the Chargers. And that one gets away, but is retrieved by the catcher as he wants to slow things down, have a little chat with his pitcher. Want to make sure that everybody's on the same plate so they know which pitch call. High school baseball, more than most of the time, the coaches will call the pitches. Some coaches will allow their catchers to be able to call the pitches, but for the most part, they call the pitches. Gonzalez from the stretch with the runner at second. There's a fair ball. That's going to score another run for the Chargers. It's booted by the left fielder, but stays at first. And now it's a 7-0 ball game. That'll bring in Alberto Palacios, the pitcher. He pops this one up. Catcher trying to make a play, and it goes out of play. A 1 count to Palacios. 2 outs here. We're in the bottom half of the 5th. Alberto Palacios, the pitcher, at the plate. Gonzalez has a runner at first. He's going, and this one is popped up out of play as well. So Palacios is down in the count, 0-2. As the runner will trot back to first. 7-0 our score. Chargers of Brownsville veterans lead this one. Counts 0-2 to Palacios. To the count. The pitch is low in the dirt. The count goes 1-2. Once again, we talked about this earlier. Patience at the plate is important when you are the batter. There is no rush. Palacios Awaits the pitch from Gonzalez, and now Gonzalez steps off the mound. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Chargers of veterans lead this one, and that one gets away, and the runners are going to be safe at second on the pass ball. So I don't know if they'll call that a wild pitch or a pass ball. It may be scored as a wild pitch. And the umpires are going to maybe need to talk about it. Make a decision on which way possibly the pitch should be called if he can award the runner to third base. Count stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. To the batter. So Alberto Palacios now faces a 3-2 count. Pitch. They're saying that was 2-2 count. Now they're going to say it's 3-2 count. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Chargers with a runner in scoring position at second base. And a walk. So that'll put runners at first and second with 2 outs. They'll go to the top of the order, bring up A.J. Roca, the shortstop. And the Chargers send in a courtesy runner. Hector Gomez goes to first base in place of the pitcher, Alberto Palacios. So at the top of the order with Roca, the leadoff batter, with the 0-1 count. Pitch, swing, and a foul tip. Goes 0-2. And the foul goes out of play. Keeps the count at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Gonzalez from the stretch. The pitch. And this is going to go popped out of play as well. So to keep the count at 0-2 to Roca. Seven to nothing our score. Brownsville Chargers lead this one over the Cardinals of Harlingen. And Gonzalez steps off the mound. The pitch to Roca. And the count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Roca. And a swing and a miss, and that'll retire to side. So after 5, it's the Brownsville Chargers 7, the Cardinals of Harlingen nothing. Back with more in just a bit. You're watching Real Sports Live coverage of high school varsity baseball.
I want to play professional soccer.
I want to play at Carnegie Hall.
At Brownsville ISD, dreams take shape with nationally recognized academic programs, championship athletics, and distinguished fine arts. Success isn't just a goal, it's our tradition. The best choice for your child's journey is Brownsville ISD.
It seems like you'll do anything for your clients.
Anything.
Would you get a face tattoo?
What do you all think?
That's good, boss.
Yeah, law dad.
There's no place like Sherryland ISD returning students here to district work here, learn here, or tuition-based enrollment. Register now. Call 956-584-6408. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru. We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
Back here in Brownsville, we move into the top of the 6th. Cardinals coming to plate. Count goes 2 balls and a strike for the Cardinal hitter. Right there where I can just where I can put the chair. That's good. Thank you. And he gets him. So there's 1 away. Whoops. One out for the Cardinals. Cardinal hitter steps in. Pitch from Palacios. Batter shows bunt. 1-1 to count. 1 out. Swing and a miss. And the batter goes down on strikes. And there's 2 outs for the Cardinals. Brings up Caleb Ranhel, the first baseman for the Cardinals, number 24. And pitch skips in there, and the count goes 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. 1 out. We're in the top of the 6th. Cardinals are running out of outs. And that one goes fouled out of play. There's the count of 1-2 to Ranhel. Ranhel, the first baseman, shares the same name as the head coach for the Cardinals. Not sure if they are related or not. Pitch from Palacios. And the ball skips by, and the count goes 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ranhel. Palacios delivers, and there's a pop fly, may be caught by the first baseman. He makes the catch. And now the catch is made. So we'll move to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back with more. You're watching Real Sports Live coverage of high school baseball. Back with more in just a moment.
At Marine Military Academy, we educate those who dare to achieve. Those eager to control their future before it controls them. Those who can follow a path so they can eventually make their own. Those ready to join in order to stand out. Welcome to MMA, Forging Tomorrow's Leaders.
"100 years ago, in the heart of the Rio Grande Valley, a spark was born. From the first dreamers who stepped onto these grounds, Texas Southmost College has stood as a promise that determination can overcome any challenge. Join us as we honor our past, celebrate our present, and ignite the future together. Texas Southmost College, 100 years strong, and the next 100 begin with you.
Back here in Brownsville, the Chargers of Veterans High School here in Brownsville lead the Harlingen Cardinals by the score of 7-0 as we move into the bottom of the 6th. Gonzalez pitch, and pitch is a called strike. So the count goes 1-0. And now it goes 2-0. Pitch is low, and the count goes 3-0. And the lefty's aboard. So the Chargers have a runner at first. Brings Alfonso Bueno to the plate, the right fielder for the Chargers. Pitch and a shot by Bueno. This may be gone, and it's caught by the right fielder. He gave it a ride, but comes up just a little short. So there's one out here in the bottom of 6. Brings up number 10, Francisco Jimenez, the third baseman. Jimenez bats from the right side. And this one fouled out of play. Count goes 0-1 to Jimenez. Little extra ball comes in. Handed over to the umpire. Typical happens in high school baseball games, whereas fans will throw the ball onto the field once they retrieve it. Some schools have been known to give a reward at the concession stand. However, I don't think there is a concession stand here tonight for the retrieval of the foul balls. I know back in the day at the Little League parks, a snow cone would be the reward, sometimes known as a raspa. Here in the valley, I know they call it raspa. Count goes even at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Francisco Jimenez. Playing third base tonight for the Chargers. Pitch from Gonzalez. One of the things we mentioned last broadcast, I'll mention it again in this broadcast, is that there's a record of pitches charted by each team. Notice that pitch count. And there's a easy play for the third baseman. They go for 2, and the throw is wild, but they do get the fielder's choice out. So there's 2 outs. Brings up number 22, Benji Avalos. Avalos, the center fielder for the Chargers. Check that, it's going to be Francisco Jimenez to the plate, the third baseman, number 10. And called strike. Chargers with a runner at first. 2 outs. And a little pop fly up towards the first baseman. Makes the play, and he ends the inning. So the Cardinals are down to their last 3 outs. We'll be back with more. You're watching Real Sports Live coverage of high school varsity baseball. Back with more in just a bit.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
I fell on a loose towel at the grocery store, and now they're saying it's my fault. Do you think you could help?
Of course I can help. You should be focused on feeling better.
Oh, thank you, Law Champ. Hey, do you think I can get a selfie?
Of course.
This is the island where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry-standard iCar Academy to get you job-ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
Back here in Brownsville, as we move to the 7th inning, the final frame for this high school contest tonight, where the Cardinals are down to their last 3 outs as they trail this one 7-0 here at Brownsville Veterans High School. The Chargers out in front over the Cardinals 7-0. Cardinals looking to get base runners, and the Chargers have made a change on the pitcher's mound, but we do not have him on our roster. We apologize for that. But Palacios has been replaced with a closer for the Brownsville Veterans Chargers. Cardinals and the umpires having a little chat here with the home coach. I don't know if it's a ground rule issue or a lighting issue or what. They're having a chat, talking about it. And it could be that they are going to replace players, and they are. Might have a error in the lineup as the umpires are checking it out because we don't have him on our scorecard either, number 9 for the Chargers, who has become the pitcher of record. But I think that may be the issue. He may be listed not as a player on the roster. And that appears to be the case. Nonetheless, it was a scoring issue for the scorecard. So that'll bring up the Cardinals in the top of the 7th. They trail this one 7-0. Need to make something happen here. They need base runners. And the leadoff pitch and is in for a ball. Count goes 1-0 to the hitter. The Cardinals, we apologize, we can't see his number. Batting from the left side of the plate. And count goes 2-0 to the Cardinal hitter. Count goes 3-0. So the Cardinals left-handed hitter with the 3-0 count. This time it's a called strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. And he fouls it off, and the count goes 3-2. Pitch to the lefty. It's high. And Cardinals have a base runner. They trail this one 7-0, so every base runner is crucial. That'll bring up Ty Palmer, center fielder for the Cardinals. Bats from the right side. May have a pinch runner or changing of helmets for the base runner, and they do. Everybody's set now. Pitch from the right-hander for the Chargers. And a swing and a miss. Pitch. And a called strike 2. So the count goes 0-2 to number 7, Ty Palmer, the center fielder. 0-2 the count. And that one gets away. Runner decides to go to second with a delay. So the count goes 1-2 to Palmer. Once again, we talked about this earlier in the broadcast. Patience at the plate is important, especially when you trail. Take advantage of every opportunity you can. Palmer. A swing and a miss, and he goes down on strikes. So there's one out, and the Cardinals send to the plate number 19. Pitching in Christian Martinez. Bats from the right side. And it's launched into left field, being chased by the center fielder, and makes the catch. And now the Cardinals are down to an out. Brings up Isaiah Gaitan. And a foul tip. Count goes 0-1 to Gaitan. Cardinals with a base runner at second base, but with 2 outs. Gaitan awaits the pitch. Another one down low, and the count goes even at 1 for Gaitan. Cardinals down to their last out. They trail 7-0 as we're in the top of the 7th. 2 outs. Pitch. And is low, and the count goes 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 to Gaitan. The pitch. And a shot is going to be a base hit, and the Cardinals are at plate, and it's going to be tagged out at home. And that is the ball game. Cardinals gambled, looking to get a play, and couldn't happen. So our final, the Brownsville Chargers of Veterans High School win this one tonight. They lead and win it 7-0 over the visiting Harlingen Cardinals. We'll be back to wrap it up in just a moment. Back in a bit. You're watching Real Sports Live coverage of high school varsity baseball. Back with more in a moment.
No importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres, Texas Almost College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades, TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
Back here in Brownsville, where the Brownsville Veterans Academy Chargers have defeated the Harlingen Cardinals by the score of 7-0. A very well-pitched game by the Brownsville Veterans Chargers, and in fact, that's who we're going to give the star of the game to, Mr. Alberto Palacios, the pitcher for the Brownsville Chargers, as they shut out the Cardinals tonight by the score of 7-0. It's been a pleasure to serve as your play-by-play announcer. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow as the Real Sports Live Network will start their coverage of the basketball showcase from South Padre Island from the Convention Center. And we hope to see you there, or if not, make sure that you tune in to Real Sports Live Network for all of the coverage of sports in the Valley. From Brownsville, I want to give a shout out to my great camera operator. She needed a little extra boost to reach the high spot, but she did an outstanding job. My camera person, Jessica. And then we want to give a shout out to Jammer back at the studio for running everything for us tonight, and Mr. Burt, who came out to provide some technical assistance to help us out as well. Well, once again, it's been my privilege, and I wish you a pleasant good night from Brownsville Stadium. This is Doug Robinson saying good night with once again our final. The Brownsville Chargers of Veterans High School defeat the Harlingen Cardinals by the score of 7-0. Be careful, friends. We'll see you next time right here on Real Sports Live. Good night.